Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we are playing Deathtouch Tribal or Vraska's Deathtouchers. So Vraska Swarm's Eminence is a card that I wanted to build around right away. Whenever a creature you control with Deathtouch deals damage to a player or planeswalker, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. It also connects you to create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with Deathtouch that says whenever this creature deals damage to a planeswalker, destroy that planeswalker. So we do have an answer within planeswalkers just with Vraska alone, where we can just have a 1/1 that swings in for 1 damage, kill it. That does sometimes work pretty well, as well as just having Deathtouchers that get through lots of creatures, everything like that. So this deck is a little bit awkward because we have to gain value out of a lot of tiny creatures that we hope will get bigger once we get a Vraska. So this deck might need a little bit more card draw for a Vraska itself, but I wanted to play as many of our death touching creatures as possible. So just so you guys know, I do think this deck could use some tweaking around to try to find a little more card draw, but I wanted to just go ahead because someone had requested a Deathtouch Tribal deck a long time ago. I don't think I ever did it, and so I wanted to just go off with the idea of creating a Deathtouch Tribal deck. So another Deathtouch creature that we got was Leyline Prowler from this newest set, War of the Spark, where it's Deathtouch lifelink 2/3 that adds 1 counter of any mana as well. Pretty good card. Like, honestly, this card is not too shabby at all. I think it does have some value there. And there's some really cool things that we can do with all these. We have Guardian Eternal Ronus as well that has Deathtouch, gives all of our creatures double their power, which isn't that great here, except that when we do swing in, if they try to double block, anything like that, or we can maybe grow Ocarina Assassin so it can kill multiple things on the turn that it swings in. So Ocarina Assassin, when all creatures able to block it, have to, so we can swing in with some more damage that way, maybe get in with an Isareth, get some stuff back from the graveyard. More Deathtouchers is really good. And then we have our Poison Tip Archer is kind of an alternate win condition, and Pestilent Spirit, which just gets through a little bit more damage. Not many people are wanting to double block a Pestilent Spirit to block 3 points of damage. So we can get damage over and over again that maybe we can get it bigger by having a Vraska down. Anyway, so that's kind of the goal of this deck. Just, you know, this is going to be one of the more janky decks. It's not as fine-tuned epic of a deck necessarily because we are going more for the side of synergy and, you know, full on Deathtouch rather than, okay, we're going to make this deck actually super good. I do think that this deck can win games for sure. I think that it's decent here. We do have removal, Assassin's Trophy, Rabid Bites here. Rabid Bite works really well because you target it, deals damage equal to its creature. The creature deals damage equal to its power. So if it has Deathtouch, then it's going to kill anything that this deals damage to with Rabid Bite. So pretty cool synergy there. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how it goes, and wish me luck. All right, begins Sigaz. Bring it on, Sigaz. And we are playing Deathtouch Swarm, because Vraska's Swarm Eminence, that's a pretty good name, right? So Deathtouch Swarm. And let's see, well, we have Assassin's Trophy early game. They're not the best removal early game because we don't want to give them extra lands, but I don't think we can mulligan here for something much better. Land into Leyline Prowler and God Eternal Ocarina Assassin. All good things. All right, we also have Dire Fleet Pirate Poisoner. Man, I cannot say that. Dire Fleet Poisoner. All right, Cruel Celebrant. That's not good. We're not going to Assassin's Trophy it though here. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. No one ever expects a Dire Fleet Poisoner, and that's a great thing to block this Cruel Celebrant with. All right, let's see what comes down. Judy, okay. Well, we will be killing Judith. I mean, they're going to be able to ping in for quite a bit. I mean, not kill Judith. We're going to kill Cruel Celebrant here. So get rid of the Celebrant. That's good. They are going to get some damage in at us regardless here. Oh, man, my game apparently is going really slow today. Sorry about that, guys. All right, down to 18. Man, no lands whatsoever. Let's just Assassin's Trophy before there's anything else that happens here. Maybe we could have waited until their end step just in case they had another Judith in hand or something like that so they don't play it this next turn. Man, I really wish Assassin's Trophy could be played on our creatures so that we can find land. That is probably the one downfall of Assassin's Trophy, is that it's not quite Path of Exile because it doesn't target your own creatures and get you land whenever you really need it. That really adds a ton to the Path of Exile. All right, so what you got? A lot of lands for this kind of deck. All right, let's go Leyline Prowler. Yeah, let's go Leyline Prowler. Pass the turn. We might get down to God Eternal Ronus, and that's kind of the plan. I think it's going to be one of our best things that we can do. You can gain some life with the Prowler when it becomes a 4/3 as well. Not too shabby. Okay, opponent just passes the turn. Poison Tip Archer. Well, let's get down the Archer. So whenever another creature dies, not just our creature, because this deck is a kill your own things deck, so we're going to negate their gaining life from stuff. We will double up their Midnight Reaper ability here. Okay, Kaya's Wrath. They're going to go ahead and sack it now. So we will be doing free damage. They'll do some damage to themselves. Unfortunately, this says another creature, not itself. So it only gets two triggers there. Dread Horde Butcher. Boo. All right, well, we will be killing him. Let's just try to do it with an Orzhov Enforcer. We have Assassin's Trophy if we need. Pass the turn. At this point, they have so many lands, Assassin's Trophy gets a little bit better, where it's not affecting the game necessarily, other than letting them get more lands out of their deck and hopefully draw into better stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and Assassin's Trophy. So they can now ping here, and then we're going to have to sacrifice a creature as well. So we're making them use that ping here, I guess. We would prefer it on our creatures rather than our face. We're okay with losing the Afterlife Flyer here, rather than going down more in life total. Totally fine with that. Now we need to find a way to actually start doing damage to them, though. All right, Isareth is really good. Isareth means that we can start getting stuff back from our graveyard consistently. We're going to go for probably the Prowler next turn. God Eternal Ronus. Let's see here. Let's not go for that this turn. Let's go Overgrown Tomb tapped. Swing in with Isareth. Take action. Pay for 3. Get back the Prowler. Oh, I should have got back the, I forgot about the Poison Tip Archer. The Prowler is nice, at least. It does get exiled instead, so I guess the Poison Tip Archer doesn't work as well as some of that, but alright. Footlight Fiend. Does a whole bunch of nothing. Alright, let's go Assassin. Oh man, now if that dies, dang it, man. All right, pass the turn. We're not going to block the Footlight Fiend with the Poisoner. Not going to worry about it this time. All right, Seraph of the Scales. And we will probably just Assassin's Trophy here. We could also maybe swing in with the Assassin after we play with God Eternal Ronus. That could be pretty good. All right, that's fine. They had to get rid of that. That is one nice thing about the Assassin, is that people do have to get rid of it because it would have definitely killed the Seraph of the Scales after playing it. Which isn't the best thing for them. All right, now this Ronus should be pretty good. Let's just get down the Ronus. Not try doing anything else fancy here. Just get a 5/5 down with Deathtouch. Okay, swinging in through the air. So they're gonna try to race here. They do have a lot of creatures in the deck, probably a lot of blockers. Isareth is awesome. All right, so bring down Isareth. Swing in for 5. Down to 9 and pass the turn. We're going to flash in the Direfleet Poisoner on their end step just to get 2 more power on the battlefield. And opponent scoops it up. Well, a little bit awkward running there, but I mean, the Deathtouch, they did have to spend a lot of removal on our creatures because their creatures couldn't really handle what we were doing. So, I mean, the value of Deathtouch still is what won us that game. All right, up against Barrel Rolls. Bring it on. I got a haircut today, and my wife is wanting me to try out a new look. I'm not sure what I think about it yet. Not that haircuts matter and all that stuff, but let me know what you think. If I look like a fool or not. Whatever. All right, we're going to keep this. Pestilent Spirits are amazing, so we're going to see if we can get them down and do some fun stuff here. Llanowar, okay. Overgrown Tomb tapped. All right, let's hope they don't go crazy here. Deathtouch is pretty good against green as long as we can actually block the creatures that are bad. Grazer. They have more lands. Well, they're getting rid of a lot of their hand really quick. Field of Ruin, okay. Woodland Cemetery, pass the turn. We're going to try to kill the Llanowar Elves here if they try to swing in with it. Arn the Great Crater. Okay, this is looking like, I think, what was his name? Krim did a video on this a while back. Yeah, God Pharaoh statue, yep. Just trying to get that out really quickly. Doing some fun stuff. Oh my goodness, yeah. And they're going to get lands to the hand. They're going to get this down so quick. Oh, that's bad. We might lose very fast here. All right, Direfleet Poisoner. Let's go Pestilent Spirit. Swing at Karn. Just to make them get rid of a blocker. And, well, we at least got some stuff down before we're dead. Oh my goodness. And is this until the end of your next turn? Their tick up ability until your next turn it becomes a, so he could have just made a 6/6 creature just to have as a blocker. With having Deathtouch, it wouldn't have mattered much. So might as well get the value here. Meteor Golem, yep. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we can at least kill Karn. I don't think they're really going to stop us with that. And everything costs so much more. No, we can't do anything. A swing there. We're just going to swing face this time. I mean, we have to kill it just so they don't have... They don't make a 6/6. But Meteor Golem now can come down. Or Ugin. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is awful. This is so awful. Oh my, our hired poisoner costs so much. The only upside here is that nothing's going to cost any more than this. Like, this is a legendary artifact, so there is that. We're going to swing at Ugin, make them wipe their board now, and then we have the Pestilent Spirit for the next turn. It has menace, so you have to block with 2 things. We're going to kill both of them. That's fine. They're offering their 2 best things. Great. Yeah, so kill both of them. They get card draw out of it, which is awesome for them. But we might have a chance. Man, maybe we should have played the Ocarina and Assassin. Dude, his voice is epic. Yeah, Meteor Golem. Oh, I forgot. Now everything costs 2 less. It's colorless. Dude, this deck is so good, and I'm so dead. I kind of just want to let them go off a little bit longer, but I think I'm going to scoop now. Yep. We're scooping. Okay. All right, up against NASCAR on. Is that? Anyway. And I guess we keep this. We finally found a Vraska for the first time. So we're going to try to make this work. Direfleet Poisoner is basically a removal spell. Almost. With upside of being able to get counters onto it with Vraska. That's the main reason we're playing so many Deathtouchers, is that they do have a better upside and they're just straight up removal spells. So play the forest, pass the turn. Plays a swamp. All right, gonna swing in with the Llanowar. Sweet. Yep, we're gonna kill it. Ah. Wild Growth Walker. Do we want to Assassin's Trophy that, or do we not care enough yet? We have Assassin's Trophy, Direfoot Poisoner. Yeah, I guess we Assassin's Trophy here. It gives them a land now. I guess we could have tried to swing in and kill it, but we get some damage, and we want to just kind of be tempoing them out with this game. So Hired Poisoner down, swing in for 2. Please land for Vraska. Land for Vraska is just so beautiful. Oh my goodness, that'd be great. Okay, Wild Growth Walker. So they had 2 and a Merfolk Branch Walker. That makes me feel better if we did get rid of the Wild Growth Walker in time. Okay, Arc Bow. That's fine. Land for Vraska would be... bummer. We don't have creatures in the graveyard yet, so Issereth isn't as good. So let's just swing in first, see if he'll take the block, the bait. Okay, down to 13. Play Pestilent Spirit. Going for the Menace, a little bit more damage possibility with Vraska. Jadelight Ranger gains a lot of life. Yep. Grows all the peoples. See if he swings in. We're fine if he swings in here. I mean, or do we trade it off? I mean, I guess we kill it. Maybe he doesn't know what Deathtouch does. I mean, yeah, I guess that's definitely a good trade-off. All right, so Vraska, yes. Butimus. Tick down. We have another Vraska, so we're fine if this takes a beat, like takes hits, but we will try to chump block here. The worry is that they might have a removal spell, but let's get counters onto some of these guys. Gonna block here. It does have Deathtouch. Man, this is where, once you have Vraska down, it's so hard for them to trade favorably. Yep, they take damage. These guys get counters. Oh, we're doing it. We are totally doing it. Vivian's Arcbow is annoying because, like, they have a Jadelight Ranger here. They can't just discard and try to dig for another Wildgrowth Walker, which is very possible. We will block and kill it. Yes. Totally fine with that. Yep. Okay. Storev. Storev gets to bring back their Wildgrowth Walkers as well. It does have trample, so it gets past the Deathtouch side of things, I guess. I suppose. But Issereth will be good. It's another Deathtoucher you have to get around. Play Vraska's token. Swing in for 1,000,000. Just 5, actually, but get some counters onto these guys. They might trade off here now because it's at least before it gets too big. But now our Hired Poisoner is going to be a 3/3. Oh my goodness. And double blocking really never works well once it gets too big. And nothing's going to be able to come in too quickly. We have another Vraska that we can bring down. Is this if it hits a Planeswalker or player? Okay. So they can't play Storev here. They're probably going to have to. We can bring back Pestilent Spirit. Just the Llanowar Elves, no Storev. Very interesting choice here. So how much mana? It's 3 mana. All right. Do we want to swing in here? I'm feeling like if they played a Llanowar Elves, it's because they want to play something big. So we're going to try to just put the pressure on. Yep, take action for 3. Just because Pestilent Spirit is so good. We could have played Direfleet Poisoner and the Assassin here, which might have been a pretty good play as well. But this gets counters onto a lot of things. And we pass the turn. And they get to Arc Bow, try to dig for something. I mean, their best hope is to hit a Wild Growth Walker and then maybe waste to gain life. Because, I mean, we do have a decent board now. Like, this is not easy for them to deal with. And see, this is the issue with Story of, is that it's good, but only so good. All right, well, Finality is good. Finality is really good for them. All right, so let's see what we find. Overgrown Tomb. Let's just go for... They're going to definitely get a creature next turn. Let's just go for the Assassin. We have a lot of 2-drops, so there's a chance that we can play Vraska and a 2-drop next turn. And we can always hold up this Assassin to let us get in with everything else that we have. We can just end up building up a board. As long as they don't have removal, we can swing in with enough. We can also make sure we get rid of a Wild Growth Walker or something like that. There we go. So we have Orzhov Enforcer. Play it. Next, swing in. They're going to flash something in. That's totally fine. They're going to have to block the Assassin. Gets rid of a land for a Jade Light. See if they find any more land. Or another Arc Bow. And Vraska. I mean, Vraska's not great. They have to block. Okay. Let's see here. I think Vraska can't kill it. It's only 3 or less. Yeah, let's go ahead and play the other Vraska. Keep this one, tick down, just to have more bodies on the board. We're pretty sure they don't have a creature. Okay, they do have a Storev. That's fine. All right, swing in. Okay, get counters on our guys. They're down to 5. Play another one. We have lethal if they don't. We know that they can play Vraska, destroy one of these guys, and that's fine. But this is the hard part, is closing out the game. Our Orzhov Enforcer, that's what's good about the Orzhov Enforcer, is getting that Afterlife Flyer to keep swinging in at the end is pretty awesome. And any creature deck like this is going to be really hard pressed to actually do enough here. The Arc Bow is good. Okay, they play Vraska. They have to kill... They're going to kill this guy? Not the 2/2? I mean, I guess they get to keep Storev alive. Get something back from the graveyard to the hand. Alright.
Don't be surprised if we meet again.
I feel like they have to go for something like a 2-drop or something that they can block with here. I didn't see any Merfolk Branchwalkers. Wild Growth Walker. Alright, so they do have Wild Growth Walker, which we're going to kill. A Leyline Prowler. Let's go with one here. Do we just go both at face? Letting them have more card draw and life gain is annoying. Man, they have so... The Vivian's Arc Bow has been amazing for them. Maybe we could actually probably fit in a couple Vivian's Arc Bows. Vivian's Arc Bow would actually fit really well in our deck. But they just let it all go. All right, perfect. And pass the turn. The best thing here would probably be Ronus or a Tetzimok. Tetzimok, we can actually kill something and play it, get rid of a blocker, swing in for lethal. Storev probably going to swing in here. He's swinging with both. Oh, there we go. No blocks. Yeah, we're gonna take our beats. They're gonna be able to get another blocker back. They have Jade Light Ranger they can grab, gain some life. Man, it's good. This is solid deck. And see, this is the issue with the Deathtouch deck, is just not having a good enough finisher. Like Vraska is really it. At least that's not too much bigger. And they can do this every turn. I guess I should have valued the story a little bit higher. I should have just killed it. Kills the Leyline. Prowler. Isareth is good. I guess it's at Vraska again. We'll see if they trade off for the Jade Light Ranger. They probably do. I think we have to kill Storev here now, because that is just a little bit too much value. And I think that we did lose here. Vivian's Arcbow, very good against us. And see, this is the issue, is that we are tempo. We just don't have as much control as Mono Blue does. Like, we can't just keep things off of the board as well. We have Assassin's Trophy, which can deal with a lot of things. I will block here. We block there. I guess we have to take it from the Wildgrowth Walker. That's fine. Maybe killing Wildgrowth Walker would have been good there, because... And they have another Storev to get. Oh man, that's pretty good. Just keep getting back a Storev over and over again. It's not too shabby. Another Wildgrowth Walker. And they can go Arcbowing for a Jade Light, any Explorer. I'm sure that they have the Seeker Squire in here as well, and Branch Walkers that we haven't seen yet. Yeah, this game's over. It's a really cool deck that they're playing here, though. I would like to see... If we run into Tetzimok this turn, I think... I mean, I guess we have a couple more turns to see if we run into a Tetzimok. Tetzimok could stop things. Vraska, though, hurts us a lot. Isareth can trade up pretty well. You can grab... What do we grab? Maybe just the Assassin again? So swing Isareth at Vraska, take action for 5. It doesn't matter. We don't have anything for 5, but we're just paying for it. Oh, is it exactly the converted mana cost? Oh my gosh, I messed that up. All right. I haven't read Isareth in forever. So everyone's going to be yelling at me. Read the cards. I don't think we had a way back from that game either way. They just had too much value in their graveyard and on the board. But yeah, so Isareth, you have to pay exactly the converted mana cost. So I have totally forgotten about that. Oops. All right, so there you guys have it with Vraska Deathtouch, or Deathtouch Swarm. And the deck is fun. It is spicy. It's not competitive for all the reasons that you guys saw. And I wanted to showcase that here. That is kind of what I want to be doing with my channel, with everything here, is playing the decks that no one else really does. Doing the fun things that you kind of want to, but you're not really going to spend the money or the time to build that deck. But this way I can at least showcase it to you guys, see what it looks like. And if you guys have any ideas for how to improve this deck, that it can actually work, feel free, please put them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. This is what I love about Magic, is just taking an idea and going with it and running with it, and seeing if all these Deathtouch creatures work together. I do think that they have power, that it can work in some cases, but it's a 25% deck, 25% win rate versus a 50 or 60 or 70. And so it's not great. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye. Bye.